got third place.
We're headed to Nevada.
So we got about 120 miles. We felt it run out, and so we pulled the lever to flip to the rear tank and coasted to a stop before it would fill up. So here we are.
Made it to Middlegate, and this is where we're staying the night. It's crazy out here.
The nicest hotel motels anywhere.
We came out to something special this morning, which was 15 gallons of gas on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Doubled it over, vice gripped it.
We're headed further away from life.
We have made it to the ichthyosaur site and a ghost town. What's the name of this town? Berlin. Welcome to Berlin. We are out in the middle of a seriously vast area, and there is no one here. There's one dude down there when you pull in, and that looks like the only life. So we're gonna read up on the signs and check out the history that's here. I'm sure there's a ton. I think they discovered gold here in 1860 something, and so this was all built up, and I'm guessing it went bust at some point, and that was that. But it's incredibly vast and beautiful in its own way. So we're gonna walk around and check it out and try to bring y'all with us to see some of the cool stuff. Let's go. What do you think, Twover?
About where I stayed or where I'm at now?
Yeah, well, no, I know the hotel you stayed at, you're going to move back there because of just the architecture and the beauty.
Residence. Hey, we wanted to show y'all a really cool hotel room.
It's really nice.
We're in Middlegate, Nevada, in the middle of nowhere. And we're just going to point out some things and y'all can tell us what you think. First things first.
Oh, look, they've got some support. Ow.
When we got in here, they left the propane on, so our room smelled like propane. Got a little painting. Can you see the humps in the roof?
It looks like it got shot right there.
Look at this plug that caught on fire. And then they put a plug in it and they wrote outlet replaced and left the burnt wood. We're lucky to get the room that has the same tub as Sweet Pea. So it's nice and green. Favorite part's this.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Incredibly artsy, beautiful, you know, lush, thriving metropolis that we stayed in.
It's always mind-blowing to me that, like, I like to be away from people in big cities, you know? But, like, being this far out,
it gives you a different
no
perspective.
wonder they eventually leave, because everyone's like, it's time to make it a ghost town and split.
You're a city slicker compared to the people that live out here.
Dude, these are hardcore people that live out here.
Yeah, for sure.
The camera won't do you any justice, but this incline right here that we're on,
it's pretty.
When you have an overheated 392 with an auto.
345.
345, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot what we got. It doesn't matter what you got. If it's got a carburetor and it's hot, it doesn't like altitude in the hills.
And when you start changing altitude by several thousand feet, it starts to get real silly. Oh, we got a pit toilet. I bet she smells real good in there.
Oh, yeah.
Good. What do you think, baby?
I think that it needs a better bathroom.
What do you say, Tesman?
Reminds me of the place we stayed last night.
It does somehow. Very charming.
Quaint.
We're on a back road in the town of Ione, I think. Ione, something like that.
Something like that.
And we're on a washboard road, and it feels like the body of the truck is gonna fall completely off the frame, basically every bump we hit. So
Tell them about the Holden the thing in the dust.
oh yeah, we also got some holes in the floorboard that we're covering with our feet because the dust off the tire, the same place where the salt water from salting the roads rotted this truck, all those holes are wide open for all the dust to blow in the cab. So it's like, plus the truck is running pretty terrible at elevation.
7,000 feet.
Looking to get over this pass and go ahead and get it downhill. Not sure if we're about to run out of gas or not. Getting probably about 3 miles to the gallon, and we've been driving for a good while. So yeah, just super sketchy, middle of nowhere, no phone service, don't know anyone. Yeah, it's all good. I'm sure it'll be great. Here we go. That guy, it doesn't look that big, but the thing is that the hole goes like around under to there, so it just plows. Alright. Oh, he just went out. Oh, it's silicosis. Oh, there it is. Okay, back on the, okay. Yeah, dude. Where are we? I don't know. We're in the Dust Bowl. How's your mom right now? Never been so happy to see pavement. I'm just like, we spent our whole life trying to get off-road. But let me tell you what, if you have rust holes in your front fenders and in your back fenders and in your floorboard and in your sideboards and in your top board, you can't breathe. Really happy for pavement right now. Give a shout out right now for pavement. Yee yee! We are almost to Eureka, Nevada, which is where we're stopping for the night. I'll tell you something, it's a harsh environment out here in Nevada. It's hot and it's cold at the same time. Yes. It is the most beautiful sunrise and sunset, especially sunset. I've never seen a place so vast, so picturesque, so many colors at one time. It's incredible. It really is. It makes all the effort worth it. The dusty road we went through today was pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that again, ever. Maybe we'll find a way to patch that up so we can hit some of the dirt roads in Utah when we get to Moab. Anyway, we're fixing to pull into Eureka, about 15 miles away. We'll see y'all when we get there. Made it to Eureka in one piece. Still got carburetor problems, but we're working through it. Truck's running. We went and ate at a place called the Owl Club over there. This is a cool place, Jackson House. This hotel has been around since 1877, and I think it's supposed to be haunted.
You go find out.
They're gonna come get me.
Yeah, have you strung up by your toenails?
Yeah. We're splitting out in the morning early. We're moving across Nevada. We have Eric, you're playing tomorrow night. So we're gonna go jam out, another cool spot.
I'm gonna jam out with my clam out.
Exactly. And we're not even at the ocean.
We'll see you there. Good night. Morning there, bud.
Howdy.
How's your mama now?
Mom's great. A little
Yeah.
dusty.
All right, so we're sweeping out the back of the Travelall because all of these holes are the reasons why we had lots of dust coming in the cab off the back of the tires. So we have a couple of things we need to do. We gotta foam this up, and then we need to get down inside this panel because this is completely gone down there. We need to lay something in there, maybe, and maybe in that side stuff something in this pillar because it's hollow here in the bottom, or not in the bottom, but in there, and so it'll come through where the headliner isn't, and it rolls inside the cab, and it's super dusty. So we're trying to use a little bit of spray foam we bought from the local Ace Hardware as a temporary fix, but yeah, dad gum. Yeah. This is a holy truck. So anyway, hope y'all are having a good morning. We're trying to dial this thing in so we can hit the road.
I stole their camera. I see.
Dark clouds, your future.
Oh.
You need me to miss that?
Yeah. Jess, you didn't see Eric helping us.
Oh, he's so helpful.
It says on the back of the spray foam to mist water on the spray foam to cure it faster.
So.
Yeah.
Somehow that helps.
I don't know why, but I feel better about it.
The instructions on the can say to mist it with water, so we've got our mister here. And
Mr. Testmer. I do birthday parties and bar mitzvahs and weddings, believe it or not.
And cascarones, and what else you got?
I spit on it and it gets hard. So this is supposed to hopefully seal up some?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think that'll... I mean, we've got to be so much better than what we were when we started this morning. I feel like we're down to just a couple of pinholes.
Willie's pulling a vacuum cap off because we're at high altitude and we're running extremely rich with no power. Hopefully, small vacuum leak will... It just literally picked up RPM and sounds better, so hopefully that does the trick.
Well, in an attempt to get to an abandoned ghost town out here in the mountains, this is Hamilton Peak. Is just over here. It's the tallest peak, it's like 10,700 feet. We're coming down this trail, and I'm not sure the camera is going to relay what the trail looks like or not, but it's fairly easy for the most part. But back here, it starts to get to where it's going to be a pretty decent amount of flex, and the body on the Travelall is it's rusty. All the cab mounts, I think it's got 1 or 2 cab mounts that are still fairly well attached, but the rest of it really moves. You can see the hood and the front fender move, I mean 2.5, 3 inches at times. And so we're not going to push that. We also got the radiators boiling over at this point. The carb is boiling gas. We were running so rich at one point I jumped out of the truck and pulled the vacuum cap off just to lean the thing out. We're really just limping this thing, and it's all it'll do to do this. So we're going to call it quits as far as driving down the road. We're going to eat some lunch and turn around and head out.
I was about to launch the body off the frame.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Lovely.
Y'all love the dust?
Love the dust.
That's good. We got plenty. We're headed to Baker. We'll see how we get there. Okay guys, we made it to Baker, Nevada, and Eric just got set up on the inside, fixing to rock and roll. Looks like we got a full house in here. Everybody who lives in this town looks like they're here tonight. Pretty rad. I'm gonna record a little bit, show you what it looks like.
That's a lot to live up to. I do have to say real quick before we get started. Oh, there's some reverb. Noah. No, so I don't have band shirts or merch with me, but we do have these shirts with both the trucks on it. We've been selling them along the way to help defray the cost of gas, because I don't know if you've ever driven an International Harvester, but they love the gas.
We had a blast last night. Eric rocked. Had the whole town there. Great time. Met a bunch of cool people. Liz and her husband down here. Fantastic.
It's a great adventure stuff. I'm sure you'll be back.
Oh, for sure.
This is my third time here.
Baker, Nevada. Awesome little town. If you're ever near here, you got to stop and check it out. Tell Liz we sent you. The sweetest lady you'll meet probably in the entire state, maybe on your entire trip. This morning we're putting some ball valves in on the fuel lines. Our rear tank has been giving us a hard time, and we figured out a couple of things about it, and we think we have a way figured out with some ball valves at Ace Hardware, and It's worked really well. Proof of concept on Testman's truck. He has had no issue. Our diverter valve, I don't think it's sealing all the way on the inside, so whichever tank is easier to pull fuel from is the one that it pulls fuel from, and it pulls air off the other side or slightly pulls fuel out of the other tank. It's siphoning fuel, and that's why we had so much fuel dripping out of the fender over here when we were in Middlegate. We're gonna pull our vice grips off. Steven's down there right now like a champion, rocking and rolling. I'm gonna slide down there with him and give him a hand.
Slide down there, keep it warm.
Yeah,
It's chilly this morning.
it is. I realized that whenever I put the suitcase tank in, that I tied the vent together. One of them's a vent, or actually both of them are, and I tied them together in a loop because I guess I was just dumb at the time. And without a vented gas cap and without a vent for the tank to vent, as fuel comes out, it wants to suck the tank flat, and it also means that you run out of fuel. The fuel pump can't draw anymore. So I'm taking care of that. Steven's tying the fuel lines together with our ball valves. Hopefully we'll be good on that front, and we're gonna pack up and haul ass because we got to get to Moab today, and that's a long drive. So, here we go. Till next time. And a good time was had by all.
The nicest people I think I've ever met in my life.
Absolutely. We're headed off to Utah. We'll see you when we get there. You got a hot start problem with boiling gas? Pull the big vacuum cap off. Go ahead. Pop. Follow me for more recipes. Where the little vent holes are right there, and over there, underneath that, up in yonder, there's fist-sized holes from it being rusted out. So hopefully it doesn't rain very hard, otherwise we're gonna need some different shoes.
Yeah, and it rains soon.